here we are. Okay, well, thank you very much. I really appreciate the opportunity. So first, I will just tell you really quick. So my name is Jessica. I work for an organization called Stand4Kind. So Stand4Kind is a mental health nonprofit who goes into schools nationwide, and we do mental health, all the things around mental health training, tools, resources, bully awareness, suicide prevention, and all of that. However, before I tell you more about Stand4Kind, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about how I got involved with Stand4Kind. So this is my family. I have 4 kids, amazing kids, and I have, they are amazing, and I'm sorry. I am a little emotional because this is actually a story that's very near and dear to my heart. I also have a son-in-law that is amazing as well, and a beautiful granddaughter also. So the way that I got involved with Stand4Kind, first as a mom, I was raising my kids, being a mom, being, all that you can be for your kids. And as a mom, and maybe other parents have experienced, you feel like I can help my kids with anything. I have the answers. I can figure this out eventually, We try to do that as parents. We want to show up for our kids. However, sometimes different challenges hit you, and they are complicated, and they're things that we don't know how to handle. So a few years ago, I had a daughter that was struggling with mental health. And she, it's something that I didn't think that we were gonna struggle with. She came to us and just told us that she was having suicidal ideation. She had some dark thoughts, and quite honestly, I was completely caught off guard. I had no idea how to handle this situation. It's not something that I was ever prepared for. And so as we navigated that challenge, we were able to find some help with some friends that helped us find help for her so that she could get into the necessary programs that she needed to be in to help her through that challenge. However, that was truly, one of the scariest moments of my life, the scariest weekend I've ever experienced in my life, knowing that my daughter had that in her mind. So since then, that experience changed everything for me. I never wanted another parent or child to feel the way that we felt during that time. So I dove into mental health. I tried to find all that I could find out about mental health, about suicide prevention, and bring that into the schools that my kids were in. So I dove in, and I was volunteering, and I was doing their ribbon weeks, just trying to really bring those resources in and more education around it as well. In doing so, I met Pam Hayes. And let's go to the next slide. Thank you. So Pam Hayes is the founder of Stand4Kind. Pam started it back in 2009. Pam saw a need, and she went to work trying to help fulfill this need for more mental health resources, trainings, education around everything suicide prevention and bully awareness. So for the past 17 years, Pam Hayes has really created this organization into the most amazing organization I believe is around right now. So with that, okay, this is what Stand4Kind does. So Stand4Kind brings in comprehensive training programs to teachers, students, parents, admins, and resource officers as well. Everything around suicide prevention, also just working to create a culture of kindness, inclusiveness, and also just anything that has to do with mental health tools and resources. As I experienced as a mom a few years back, I know that I don't have all the answers. I wish I did, but I don't. So that is where Stand4Kind comes in. They help bridge that gap that some of us cannot. Teachers, schools, parents, things that we might need help with. They come in with programs to really help bridge that gap. Next slide. And these are just a few of the programs. And I say just a few, meaning there's a lot. We offer a lot. We bring them into the schools. One of my favorite phrases is, it takes a village to raise a child. And I had firsthand experience with that. Bringing in a network of people to really help support your kids, and also giving them the proper training and tools to really help our kids thrive in this community, in this world. Because as we know, the world is not kind, and everyone's going to experience hardships. No one is immune to that. And so if we can help our kids get better training, and also our parents and all those adults that support them, then that's going to help them be the most successful in life. Next slide. So one of the amazing tools that we offer is our Parent Toolkit. This is a free downloadable resource for parents. So just like I experienced years before, I didn't have all the answers. I didn't know what I was doing. And some of the challenges that are out there, we don't know that our kids are facing. And so this kit really gives a lot of information to you parents to help your kids navigate these challenges that they're facing, things that I'm still learning a lot about. So this is a great tool, and I just would encourage you to scan that and download it because it's free and it's amazing. Next slide. And this is our S4K Connect business platform. I'm just going to mention it really quick. So as we were working in schools and providing all these amazing resources and tools and trainings, we saw the same need for our businesses, for employees, for different communities, different groups like veterans, first responders. And so we created our S4K Connects business platform. This is an amazing platform that really supports your businesses and your employees in their mental health, gives community connections, so many great things. So I would encourage you to scan that if you want more information.